seats and take them and place yourselves upon the West at his house. Also claims to be a comedian, but he doesn't really work usually. So please give a round to the exclusive screening and all this for Karanjeet Kaur. The booth that's about to come your way soon. Please give it up for Mr. Tarun Katyal.
Hi, good evening. Thanks, Saurabh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's been almost 3 months since we last met on the occasion of the launch of the Zee5 original content bouquet. And since then, we've made a great amount of progress in our journey. I'll just take a few minutes to update you of what we've been able to do over the last few months that we've been launched. So, like Mr. Puneet and Amit Goenka, mentors and the promoters of the company, laid out a vision to find out and narrate stories from across the country and a repertoire of languages and culture that resonate with audiences today. We set out to achieve this through content that we produce as Zee5 Originals. We acquired a robust amount of content across many Hollywood and Indian studios, and we've complemented that with seamlessly viewing experience of voice search, progressive web app experience, and really the content download experience that you would want to do more and more on a daily basis. Apart from all of this, Zee5's reached where it's reached primarily because we partnered with the best in the industry. Whether it's Axonom for content management, whether it's Think Design for the UI, UX of the site itself and the app, whether it's Tata Elxsi that actually runs our front end, we've been able to do all of this because we've made sure that best-in-class technology partners work on Zee5. Apart from all of that, the original content that we've been able to produce for you over the last few months has been quite spectacular. We had Mr. Nasuruddin Shah do 0 kilometers for us. We have Badshah coming up with Lockdown. We've had many theatre faces who've actually created content and have been first time on any kind of series format only on Zee5. This journey now continues with a show that we're really very proud of. It is a show that we've spent over the last about 1.5 years producing. It is something that some of us thought was possible, some of us thought wasn't possible, but it's been really a journey of an individual as well as a platform together over the last 18 months producing something that some of you have already seen and some of you will continue to see today. Karanjeet Kaur, as the show is called, is the story of Sunny Leone. But beyond being all of that, it's also a show that brings to life an immense amount of emotion, an immense amount of drama, and also brings alive the fact that biopics can be made in a format that is conducive to serialized viewing, and over a period of time, you'll get to see the beginning, middle, and end of a story that's very beautiful. Before I take you very, very much ahead, let's have a look at the trailer. So, Karanjeet Kaur is no doubt a personality who has captured popular imagination across the country. Understanding this, we've made sure that this series is available in multiple languages: Bengali, Tamil, Telugu, and Marathi. Before we call Karanjeet Kaur and Sunny Leone on stage, let me also say a few other things that are very important. India's, seen a wide variety of television content. It's seen, a fair amount of depth and content in various genres. But with the advent of OTT, we were all wondering whether India and Indian organizations, Indian OTT platforms will be able to give us something which is remarkably different, spectacular, and break away from, what we'd seen on regular television for so many years. This show is a landmark show in that direction. And I'm very thankful to my producers who've been able to bring life to a show like this. And please stand up and take acceptance of the fact Nama Pictures and Fresh Lime, both of you guys have done a really good job. And Aditya and the writing team, I'm really, really thankful to you guys to have made this show what it is. Also, the team at Zee5, who's tirelessly worked over the last 18 months putting it all together. Nikhil Venugopalan, where is he? and the marketing team with Divya Dikshit and led by Manish Agrawal. Manish, thank you so much. So while we all set up to do more exciting things this evening, let me call Saurabh for some more hilarious moments. And then I think you will have Sunny on stage.
Yeah, the music is great, yeah. You guys have welcomed me with more warmth than the Zika virus. I'm not going to bore you with any of my words because obviously nobody's here to see me or anything else. So here's what we're going to do. This is the moment you guys have all been waiting for, okay? So here is the moment. I'm going to do 1.5 hours of stand-up. Just testing your patience right now, seeing how far I can push the limits today. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce the star of the evening today. She played a double role in the Zee5 original, Karanjit Kaur and Sunny Leone. Dekha? Ye bhi chutkola tha. So without further ado, please give a thunderous round of applause to Sunny Leone. Hi, Sunny. How are you doing?
How are you, everybody? I'm just going to give this.
Yeah. Oh, sure. How's it going?
Good, thank you.
I moved to the side because they told me get away. Can we have a round of applause to Sunny Leone, everyone? Come on. First of all, congratulations. You're proud? You're happy in life? It's the whole story now. How are you feeling?
Feeling really scared. I don't know how this is going to do, but it's my story. It's a story that we told, and we tried to stay as honest as possible and really give you a glimpse into what my life was like. Hi.
I think a lot of people saw the first episode exclusive. You guys enjoyed it, right? So I don't think you need to be too afraid. I think everyone really enjoyed it upstairs. But I'm going to ask you the question which I am sure everyone here wants to ask you. Very crucial question. Who are you supporting in the FIFA World Cup right now?
I didn't even know there was a FIFA World Cup going on. I'm sorry.
No, that's all good. I mean, because see, you've literally belong to so many countries, right? Canada, the US, India. So you have 3 different countries to support.
Right.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
None of them qualified, so that's a problem. But let's get into some fun questions. What is your? I mean, obviously this is a story that needed to be told. So what is your motivation behind telling it? Like, what is your what is running through your head when you like the story needs to be told? What is that?
Actually, I didn't say that the story needed to be told. Other people told me that the story needed to be told. And when I was approached by Shireen, who's sitting right here, and Daniel also came to me and they said, "This is what we want to do, but we want the story to be more than what maybe people are expecting." And they ran me through the story, what they wanted to do, and it sounded interesting. I thought I was ready for it. Completely not ready for it, in any way. But it's been an amazing journey.
Awesome, congrats. Just one last thing. You of course grew up to Indian parents in Canada, and growing up to Indian parents in India itself is pressure.
I think it's easier here, actually, because people from India, they move to America, they move to Canada, they move to all these places, and they move in this bubble of what Indian values and culture and everything should be like. So then they hold on to it tighter. Yahan to everybody thoda sa relaxed, and they want to be more modern, and they want to, think about all the things that could be, instead of holding on to those values so strongly.
That's awesome. So now we're going to call on a lot of people who made this entire show possible, all the producers, the directors, all the rest. So please welcome all these people with a round of applause. First of all, can we please bring back Mr. Tarun Katyal, the CEO of Zee5, back on stage. A round of applause for him. A lot of other people from Nama Pictures. Shireen Mantri Kedia. Shireen, please come on stage. Kishore Arora. Round of applause for Kishore Arora, everyone. From Fresh Lime Films, Akash Chawla. Arunav Joy Sen Gupta. Round of applause for Arunav Joy Sen Gupta. the director of this entire series, Aditya Dutt. Aditya Dutt!
The man.
The writers, Karan Shrikant Sharma and Niranjan Kaushik. Round of applause for them. And of course, the key cast of Karanjit Kaur, The Untold Story of Sunny Leone. Please give a round of applause to Bijay Jasjeet Anand. Karamveer Lamba.
Where is he?
He's
Oh.
not here. He's watching the episodes, guys. True solidarity. Give it up for Vansh Pradhan. Yay! And of course, Raisa Soljani, everyone. So this is the time for photo ops. Please take whatever photos you want and then we get down to the questions. All right, so those are the photo ops. Let's open it out to a couple of questions to everyone, yeah? I'm just going to ask a couple of questions just to set the ball rolling to anyone here. And whoever feels like you know the answer or you feel you're the best qualified person to answer this question, please go ahead and answer it. Question 1, what's the capital of Croatia? Not relevant to the show at all. Okay, so this is of course a massive production as Mr. Katyal and Sunny has already said. It took 1.5 years to come to fruition. So what are some of the biggest challenges you guys faced while pulling this off?
They'll all say me.
I think
Okay, it's true. Everybody's silent.
I think firstly, thank you all for being here, and I would like thank you, Sunny and Daniel, for
don't know where you
having the
went.
faith in us and allowing us to tell your story. Thank you to Zee5 for allowing us to tell it the way we wanted it to be. So I think challenges. I think it was just about her journey. And when we started off, it was a bit difficult for her that, should I do this? Should I not? Am I ready for this? Am I not?
I'm still saying that. I'm just kidding.
But we didn't realize it would be that difficult. But once she got into it, it actually was, difficult for her. It was playing herself. First time somebody has played themselves, in India at least, in a biopic. And I think it was very difficult. And at places, my heart broke. So I think that was very challenging.
Well, let me put it this way, that the simplest thing to do was actually the biggest challenge that we thought actually turned out to be the simplest thing, which is Sunny being as honest as that she has been, which is what has actually helped us to make this show. The biggest challenge, I think, is the writing team and the direction team. We all personally feel that they've done a wonderful job in trying to bring this unique individual celebrity in a completely behind-the-scenes avatar, which you will see. And I think thank you in a very big way to Daniel, who's actually helped us in a big way to put everything together. And last not but the least, a lot of the show that you will see is shot overseas. And when you shoot overseas, there are all kinds of problems. But the crew which actually worked day in and day out in the places that we shot, amidst weathers which was at times extremely cold, where Sunny really, did shoot in some very different and difficult conditions. I think thanks to all of them. And I must make a specific mention of the young Sunny, who has, I think she will capture the imagination of a lot of people, and the parents, and the brother, who the younger is here, the older is not there, but you all will see. So yeah, so I think that's how we actually were able to make the show.
That's awesome. But your husband is obviously like Daniel Webber. I love your name, by the way. Like it's such a good name. It's Daniel Webber. That's a great
Where
name.
is he?
You sound like a Spider-Man villain. It's amazing. Like I'm a Webber. That's great. It's amazing. My surname is Pant. Nobody respects that. There is no respect I get from anyone. But yeah, so some of the challenges was of course that. But I think what tends to happen with a lot of these biopics is that some of the intention is obviously to tell the story and all that stuff, but there's also the underlying tone of being inspiring. So what do you think is in the story that's inspiring to watch? Like, anyone?
Actually, being honest is being inspiring, right? You can say a lot of inspiring things because you want to say them, but you can also be very dishonest about it. And I think the best thing about the series is that it's really honest to who she is and the way she's told it. And that is the most inspiring thing because most people can't be really honest about how they want to project themselves. Yeah.
Awesome. So let's now open this out to questions from the audience. All you need to do to ask a question is just to raise your hand and I will select. See, now you have to give me some respect. Just raise your hand and ask whatever question you want and the cast and crew will be happy to answer it for you. Just raise your hand, feel free. The first person to ask the question is always the hardest. After that, it gets into a flow. So feel free. Yes, sir.
Hi, Sunny. Were there any things from your life which you didn't want to be a part of this film?
A lot. It had to make sense to our story. So if it made sense and whether it looked good or whether it was bad for me to divulge that information, then it needed to be done. But we had set for, I don't know, maybe 6 months doing just me telling stories. So from those stories is how we've created, 20 episodes? 20 episodes of, a journey.
And how was it like going back to your life and narrating your own story to them when you were actually narrating your life story?
To Karan on the couch? There was a lot of laughs and a lot of tears. A lot of tears.
Hi, Sunny.
Hi.
How much time did you take to get convinced? It may not be easy initially. You wanted to know, but you wanted to know
I'm still trying to get convinced that I did the right thing. But from what I've seen that Adi has shot it's really beautiful, and I'm really happy that if I was going to shoot this, I got to shoot with a director that let me be me. So I'm still on the fence whether this was the right choice, whether it was the wrong choice. I know deep down inside it was the right choice. I guess I'm just scared, that's all.
Sunny, you got emotionally worked up when there was a reference to your parents who, you missed them and you had an emotional outburst. Could you share something on that?
I had emotional outbursts on this set almost every day. It was really hard. It's still hard, and it's not, when your parents are not there anymore, you miss them, and it's very natural, and I love them very much. And, the first season, we get to know our parents. And the second season, we say goodbye to them. So it's really, really hard.
Anyone
Hi.
else, please raise your
Yeah.
hand right here. Yeah.
My questions is to the makers. She's the most Googled celebrity. So was the confidence that the show will be a sure shot hit made you take this up? Or what actually made you take up her story as a web show?
We actually thought that it's a story that needs to be told because you've seen a lot about her. But actual story of Sunny Leone was much deeper than that. I think that's what we felt was very interesting, and that's what we want to show, and hopefully that's what you're going to see.
I think the curiosity was to know the girl behind the brand Sunny Leone. So the real girl, Karanjeet Kaur.
Yeah, but what made you guys see the real her? I mean, did you interact with her beforehand? What made you, the thought, the germ, where did that arrive from?